this is Lindsay with A Country Note. We are here with a lady who needs no introduction, Miss Emmylou Harris. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am great. I'm
ready
great.
for Christmas?
No, not at all.
No,
although
we're never ready.
We're
for
never
Christmas.
ready. But I did go to the CMA Country Christmas taping last night. So if that doesn't get you in the spirit, I don't know what does.
Yeah, it did. It was great to get dressed up in all our festive colors and tchotchkes and everything, and sing those songs that we all love. Yeah.
I know. And speaking of Christmas specials, you have a Christmas special coming up, December the 7th.
Right.
All of your friends, I mean, oh my gosh, it's like the who's who. Winona and Lori Morgan and Pam Tillis Ashley Cleveland, Daly and Vincent.
Right.
Let's talk about this Christmas special. How did this even come about?
Well, I got a call from one of the producers, is a very old friend of mine, Bonnie Garner. God, we go way back to this last century, to the 70s. And she's a very big animal lover and rescuer, and I have my own actual dog rescue in my backyard in Nashville called Bonaparte's Retreat. And she said, we're doing this Christmas special. We'd like you to be in it, and we want to focus on a charity, and so we would love for Bonaparte's Retreat to be the beneficiary of that. And so I would have probably done it without that, but the chance to shine a light on not just my own little rescue, but animal rescue in general around the country. And then to get to hang out with those great musicians and some of those people who are close friends. I mean, Ashley and I are old friends, and I love the other artists. And there's something about getting a bunch of people together, playing music, and the band was great. I know all those guys, great musicians. I was able to bring Pam Rose and Marianne Kennedy to do the harmonies with me on my songs. I love singing with them. And it's Christmas!
I know! So what songs are you singing for this?
Actually, I'm doing a couple of songs from a Christmas record that I did way back in 1979. Oh my God. Way back then.
It's such a good record.
It's called Light of the Stable, and so we did the title track, Light of the Stable. And then we do an a cappella version of the First Noel. I love doing that with those girls. And then, because Winona and I both had suggested as a song for ourselves, Beautiful Star of Bethlehem, which I had recorded on my Christmas album. She had recorded it for her Christmas album. And I had been doing, over the last few years, I've been involved in another Christmas special with my friends, Kate and Anna McGarrigle, and Kate's children, Rufus and Martha Wainwright. And one year, not too long ago, Rufus had suggested we do Coat of Many Colors as a Christmas song. Well, first of all, it's my favorite Dolly Parton song. I recorded it on my first album. And really, when you think about it, it's about what Christmas is supposed to be about. If you, even without any religious overtones, it's about the basic things of family, of their things more important than money. Mm-hmm. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful song. And so when I said, well, you know, Winona will do Beautiful Star of Bethlehem, I'll sing with her, and then that opens up the opportunity to do Coat of Many Colors and put it into the realm of Christmas song. And I love that song. I still love it. It's still my favorite Dolly Parton song.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorites for sure. And then I know Winona's also doing Oh Holy Night.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's almost an understatement
like,
to
what?
say she's doing it, you know, because it is so incredibly beautiful, so incredibly powerful. I mean, she's really, I love hanging out with that girl. She's so funny and just a real original. And she's a big animal lover too. And so we were all connected with that, I think.
Mm-hmm. And then we have, I think Lori Morgan was doing a Christmas song.
I think so, yeah.
Pam Tillis is doing Santa Baby, which I'm sure is absolutely adorable because she just has that.
Yeah, and of course Ashley can rock it out like no one. She's a lovely, a wonderful singer.
So when we talk about Christmas, and we talk about, obviously, your Christmas album came out in '79. How do you go about, it's always curious or interesting to me how people choose the songs, because how do you pick songs that have been done so many times and bring your own magic?
You're talking about the
special? Traditional. Well, when you recorded your Christmas album.
Oh, okay. Well, we discovered this song, Light of the Stable. It was my then husband and producer, Brian Ahern, is from Nova Scotia. And we got married in Halifax, and one of the guests was an old friend of his, Stephen Reimer. And over the course of with them reconnecting, he played us this song, Light of the Stable, and I just thought, I mean, to me, it was good enough and beautiful enough to be one of the standard Christmas songs of all time. And so, shortly after we married, I think it was '77, we recorded it as a Christmas single, and it immediately went to the bottom of the charts with a parachute. I mean, nothing ever came of it. But it was a beautiful song, beautiful production. So a couple of years later, we said, well, who cares if nothing happened with that Christmas single? Let's do a Christmas album. So we have one track. Let's just do 9 more or whatever. And at that point, I was working with Ricky Skaggs and Sharon and Cheryl White. We had made a record together. And so we started looking for, besides The First Noel, which Sharon and Cheryl did the a cappella version with, and Silent Night, and Brian's sister, Nancy Ahern, who has a beautiful, beautiful sort of high keening voice. We did another traditional song, and she brought Golden Cradle, which was a traditional Irish song. And then Ricky turned me on to Christmas Time's a Comin' and Beautiful Star of Bethlehem. So it became a kind of a bluegrass, more of an acoustic Christmas record with some very recognizable Christmas songs, but then it had a slight twist of certain songs that might not be that familiar to people. So, and it was just one of those things that didn't tear up the charts, but every year a few people would buy it, mainly my mother. She would always order copies from Tower Records, always kept it in stock.
My.
Because my mother, everybody loved my mother, and she would meet all these people, and so she would always give gifts to everybody, and so everyone would get a copy of Light of the Stable. I knew they probably wondered at Tower Records, who is it that's buying all these copies of this Christmas record? My mother probably kept it in print all those years.
Oh my,
yeah.
That's amazing. Do you have a favorite Christmas song?
Well, right now, Coat of Many Colors.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I can't wait to hear you sing it. Get TV. They're doing, it's called a Nashville Christmas, and so they're bringing back a lot of Christmas specials and Christmas movies. I know they're airing Reba's Christmas movie, and I mean, what an amazing time of year to be able to get with your friends to do this, to bring some light, especially with everything going on. Do you have any Christmas traditions?
We open our presents on Christmas morning instead of Christmas Eve.
Okay.
I don't know. That's about the only one. I mean, to me, it was always about family and extended family, and that's stayed the same over the years. I have a Christmas. We have a big Christmas dinner at my house. My brother does the turkey. I do something called broccoli nut casserole, which I don't like. But everybody
broccoli
likes it.
Nut casserole?
Broccoli nut.
Oh, broccoli nut.
If it was broccoli nut,
I was like, how do you have broccoli nut? Broccoli nut casserole.
No, broccoli nut casserole. And everybody, different members of the family make different things. It's not exactly a potluck. And I have a lot of friends who don't really have a place to go. And my place is the place to go, you know. And so it's obviously a buffet because my house is not that big and I don't have that big of a table. But we were always, when I was a kid, we would always either go to my grandparents in Birmingham or up to my father's family up in Maryland. It was always shared with family. and as your family gets bigger, not just with blood relatives, but family that are friends that become family. I love Thanksgiving and Christmas. Thanksgiving is great because there's no presents involved, and you just have to eat.
It's true.
But I will say that as much as I say, oh God, Christmas is coming again, I get into it so big. I mean, I love wrapping presents. I love
Do you get
it.
big on decorating?
Not so much. The tree, I like the tree because we have ornaments that go back to my childhood, you know. So there are a lot of good memories. But I don't know, it really all is about a coat of many colors. It is about the things that matter. It is about being grateful for your family, the fact that you even have a home to decorate. Because I think at this time of year, we really should remember that there are people in our own communities who have no place to live. And not to get too serious, but at this point in our world, there are over 65 million displaced persons in the world. And so let's be grateful, and let's open up our wallets maybe and send a check to some of these agencies that are really trying to help people. But to really be grateful and draw close the people that you love. And tell them you love them, because time is short.
Time is short indeed. Emmylou, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to sit down with us and talk about this special, A Nashville Christmas. It airs December the 7th, so everybody watch it. Watch the channel the whole month, because you'll get all kinds of shows and movies, and I think Johnny Cash's Christmas special is even airing from '83.
I'll tune into that too.
Yes, thank you. Well,
Thank you
Merry
so much.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you. This is Lindsay for the Country Note.